Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest on of War Soulstorm this side of your short chair. Today we've got a 3 vs 3 on Alvarez. Playing on Team 1 as the Tau Empire, we have got Garfic. We have got Eliphas playing as the Eldar. And we've got Bad Dradic playing as the Imperial Guard. From Team 2, playing as the Tau Empire, we've got Zidarova Zebal. We've got Nock, or that's what I'm going to call you anyway, playing as the Imperial Guard. And we've got Killian Sun playing as the Sisters of Battle. So very similar teams on this very small map. However, with the exception of, obviously, the Eldar being for Team 1 and the Sisters being for Team 2. Lots of morale potential, breaking things going on here. Going to see a Canoness, probably an Inferno pistol as well from Killian, which will obviously do lots of killing things, if you pardon the terrible puns going on there. And we are seeing some Rangers from Eliphas do some morale breaking in turn, really. So actually kind of working in the same kind of purse code in that regard. Imperial Guard popping a infantry command roundabouts the middle bit to make sure that these critical locations are looked after. And it does seem that we've got the Imperial Guard up against the Tau Empire on the left-hand side. Tau against Sisters, and then Eldar up against the Imperial Guard in the middle. Obviously, it being a small map, the positionings aren't all that much different or have much of an impact on how things go, but that is okay. The Imperial Guard have been, I assume, donated this relic over into the middle, just because the Baneblade is the best relic unit of this team, and I assume that, oh well, the Imperial Guard get a relic on this side anyway, and who knows who's really going to get this one. The Tau have a good relic unit that can kill other relic units, considering it's relatively mobile, would that be the word to say? In comparison to what it used to be. The Crutox in the olden days. Not the Crutox. Was it called the Crutox? The Big Chicken. Terrible maneuverability because of pathing issues, but I've yet to see a proper Big Chicken being used in a game yet in Definitive Edition. Here are the Rangers coming forward. And morale breaking is their MO. Damage, not necessarily. I mean, look, that Imperial Guardsman got 2 shots off on the backside and is still relatively healthy. Tau being a right menace and a nuisance over in Dradic's base, not allowing him to have access to this listening post. Tau Commander as well blasting away that command squad. Nary but 2 guardsmen left to defend. The Rangers and the Farsian will come over and scare the Tau Commander away as best he can. I mean, I've got to appreciate Zebal's efforts here. He was actually going to bring an F-cast builder over to build the listening post. Cracking effort. Mind War on the Tau Commander as Team 2's command squad mosey on forward. A little bit of teamwork from Team 1. All 3 of them coming to the Imperial Guard side. Got a commissar on the ranks of Nock's men. And while they're off it defending, the Canoness of Killian came to do some stuff. Beautiful blast on top of the guardsman from that Farsian. And a lot of back and forth going here, there and everywhere. This poor missionary is trying to do his best by capturing a critical location. The likelihood of you winning a countdown victory on this map is very slim, but the additional vision that those critical locations give you are absolutely astounding. They can telegraph an incoming assault from a mile away. Southern Team's Tau Commander goes down. Very expensive to lose at this stage of the game. Missionaries all shot down. We'll attempt to carry on capturing it with the Sisters of the Battle Squad. There's the Inferno pistol. A lot of damage on the go. Very high accuracy.
Victory countdown.
Guardsmen have yet to go for any kind of grenade launch, so you going to take up instead? Ah, yeah, you're just going to take up instead. Go for a fistful of chimeras early game, probably. And that'll negate the damage output of the Dark Reapers. I'll stick your boys in their chimera and they can shoot out of its firing ports in relative safety. There's a big shadow coming down. Oh, you're already in tier 2. So I assume you're going to be doing the same. Popping down as well a heavy bottle turret and upgrading listening post just to prevent the Tau from doing any more shenanigans. Tier 2 for Zebal. Guardsman losing a Psyker straight from the get-go. Looks like he was mind ward to his own demise. Taste of his own medicine, as it were. That's what you get for trying to outbrain a Farseer. That's kind of the whole shtick, man. That's what they do. They do lots of thinking. Not a lot of drinking, just in case Slanesh gets them. Fire Warriors trying to keep away from those Dark Reapers. At the moment, the tower kind of locked inside their base at present. So too are the Imperial Guard. I think that those, the Fire Warriors do outrange the Infantry Command. But a helpful Tech Priest Engine here, popping on round to repair it. And just one Tech Priest Engine here against all that incoming damage. So pretty damn good stuff. The Tower Commander has been replaced, but a bunch of Rangers are over here. Causing a minor issue for these Earthcast builders. It takes a couple of volleys to kill a builder. If they get one down. Are you getting any Pathfinders? You are indeed. They will be spotted. Whether they will run away in time is a different question. Here comes the fire. Mark a light on them. They'll run as fast as they can. My goodness, my gracious, the tower buildings are so bloody loud. On my peepers and my ears and such. Well, that's the first Chimera of the game. But we do have a Basilisk over by Dradic's side. Artillery on this map is very cost efficient. No matter where you set them up, they'll be able to fire somewhere. I mean, I think with its range, you could get to roundabouts. I mean, you could obviously see it firing here. And behind 2 bolter turrets and a heavy weapons team. That's as safe as a Basilisk can possibly be. Even if some things jump on top of them. There's a Delphish troop carrier. Long range scanner to see what the Eldar and Tower are up to. Order placement of a heavy bolter turret. And the siege returns to the north this time. So I've got a fair few Fire Warriors. And have you got your... you're about to finish your Path to Enlightenment. Oh no, you have finished it. So now your stealth students can get some good anti-vehicle weaponry on the go. Tower Commander poking and prodding. Whereas the stealth suits and the anti-vehicle keeping those Chimeras on their toes. Tower Commander taking a fair bit of damage actually from the las cannons. Not meant to be anti-vehicle, but that firing rate does them justice. So getting to crack this little den is going to be quite difficult. A flanking maneuver of Sisters and... Are you Celestians? Yep, you are Celestians. Falcon grab tank flies on high. But right in front of Celestians, probably not where he wants to be. But I assume you've got double Dark Reapers in your midst. Oh no, Dark Reapers and a Ranger squad. Blinding light from the Cannoness forces them back. But at the moment, no one's really getting much purchase. There's a little bit of... I was about to say penetration, but that word's been sullied. There's a little bit of give around this listening shrine. The Eldar and the Tower don't quite have the muscle for it yet. Will come a Wraith Lord, and I assume we'll get a Bright Lance on him. The Basilisk's not doing all that much, to be fair. Not getting the level of hits that he was hoping for and wishing for. Just practically, I mean, it's wise there. Ignore the Imperial Guard. If they're already well defended, that means they've spent lots of money on their static defences, so you know full well that you can squeeze out a 3v2 or a 2v1 in this area. Got the Confessor, comes in, huge smite, and, oh, fantastic. A little bit of avoidance right there. A trading of AoE damage.
Let us fight again.
But the Eldar hiding inside their Falcon Grav tank before the smite was able to properly pop off. These stealth suits are having a real difficulty trying to get the damage in that they would normally want to. But one lone commissar from knocking on the heaven's door, as it were. But this little conclave of Team 2 here seems to be unmovable on the northern side. I mean, I suppose that's the problem. They're all now separate into 3 distinct fighting armies. Quite hard to amass your forces into one without one of these 3 bits being focus fired. The Falcon Grav tank jumps on over onto the left hand side. The Wraith Lords move a bit forward. That heavy weapons team breaking down these Wraith Lords quick as you like. And there's a lot going on. The Dark Reapers taking out the heavy weapons team. Frontline Basilisk also been taken down. Both those on the back being set aflame. Fire Warriors on the ridges firing down towards Celestians. We do have a Harbinger drone streamlining their way down towards the Battle Sisters. Not really committing to the front lines at the moment. They're just kind of hunkering down on the flanks. Dredic's command squad and Garfik's stealth suit teams breaking down those heavy bolters. With the exception of the Chimeras, every other thing has kind of been wiped out a bit. Still holding this little central point, mind you.
Are all aboard?
Looking less confident now.
Keep firing, keep firing.
Seeing a replacement Dark Reaper squad. Sisters charge on forward. Harbinger drones are amassing in quite a sizable amount, actually. That's what we'd like to see. We now, however, have Dredic with his Ogrins and his Cassicans moving on forward. The Eldari might lose a fair bit of their stuff over here, but so too will the Sisters if they're not careful. They're backed up on the mountain.
Our faith is
Ogrins bonking the Chimeras. One's been stunned by the curse of the machine spirit.
4 minutes until taken hold victory.
Rhino goes down. Confessors are out in the open. Well, Confessors and the Celestians. There's only one Confessor, I don't know why I did the plural there. There you go. Well, now, I mean, they lost their thermoplasma generator.
ready to fight.
But Team 2 on the southern side investing a lot in, how would one say, in Chimeras and Tier 2 goodness. Whereas now that we've got some Tier 3 action going on from Team 1, Dredic and Kerr might find themselves out-teched and outgunned. But I do like the idea that Dredic's had of just, I'm going to tattle up, hope that my allies survive, and then at the pinnacle moment, bring forth the elites. Still a little bit scary. Those basilisks, while not laying down mass amounts of damage, you've got to imagine that every time they hit, they do a good chunk of morale damage. And the AoE knockbacks as well. Absolutely priceless. But the Sisters also have some artillery on their side, and I mean, the Exist artillery is just absolutely phenomenal. So much damage and spread, really. Well, the centre is holding for now. The centre is holding for now. Those Las Cannon heavy weapons teams making sure those Wraith Lords aren't really getting the attention that they want. It's a Barracuda. Or flanking manoeuvres, I imagine.
2 minutes until taken hold victory.
And yeah, 2 minutes to taken hold victory. You know where I said earlier on that we don't normally see that kind of victory? Well, today might be the day, actually. Today might be the day. But Dark Reapers spawning from the Falcon Grav tank. They've lost their tank as well, so It'll be a long walk home for them, but they're just providing cover for the Ogrins. Managed to get the decap. Countdown has been cancelled. Big bloofer coming in from the Imperial. They might actually get it. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Put in the way of the retreat path. I know I mentioned this the other day in a game. Managing to get a couple men on their backsides. Phenomenal stuff. Here's the Mars pattern command. Flanking stealth suits attempting to break down the Exorcist. Jumping just ever so slightly away. Maybe giving them a false sense of security there. They've been pushed back from the centre slightly. Repairing those Wraithlords. Love to see that. A Baneblade on the way for Dradic. Are we seeing the same for the Guardsman over here? Does not look like it. Does not look like it at all. We are seeing double hammerhead gunships there, which is fantastic. I mean, you stick those hammerhead gunships here, you've got all this stuff that you could fire at. I mean, if you could kill the mechanized command, reducing the squad cap, or the vehicle cap, sorry, for the Imperial Guard, that might then actually delay the Baneblade a little bit. The Cascans from Nock moving a little bit forward. A little bit too much firepower for them to deal with. Drone Harbinger has been put on standby for now. No point in spending your money and building a whole bunch of drones. They're not necessarily needed, and there's probably better things you can spend them on. Yeah, no, but you don't normally see a hammerhead gunship. Because we haven't seen them for quite some time. I mean, even these guys can pack a serious punch towards a Baneblade, which is now out. We'll see him coming. One blast. And those Fire Warrior bodyguards are sent up into the air. It's going to be a mean thing to contend with. Hunt killer missile from the Exist on the Baneblade. Here come the Wraithlords moving forward. These dangerous times indeed. And it's just a really large battle going on here. Wraithlord's been chased back by the advancing Chimeras. Baneblade has had a marker light drone on it for a bit. Command squad, keep yourself alive with the priest's guttural utterances. Celestians and Battle Sisters moving a smidgen forward. There's a lot of positioning going on in this fight. One poorly placed model can get quickly focus fired down by either side, really. A bit apprehensive is Dradic to move forward. He's got the Baneblade, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's got the winning hand here. See, before on the channel people get overconfident. They say, right, I've got my relic unit, therefore I am now immortal. That's not how it works. It needs to be properly supported. And those hammerheads being out and about is a scary thing. All the artillery as well, knocking around the Ogrins and the Cassicans. The Hunter Killer being thrown at the Baneblade. The Wraithlords seeing what they can achieve. Going for the Basilisk. Do manage to get one actually. Might even get the second one. And with that, the Baneblade moves a bit forward. He wants a couple of targets for his multitude of cannons and las cannons. Big bloof around the backside. Baneblade, very low on health at the moment. See, you just can't underestimate the amount of damage that a couple of hammerheads and also being backed up by a couple of Lehman Russes can do. That big bloof as well not helping much. with its longevity and survivability. A bit of a soundtrack going on, with two organs playing. With this little wall keeping all the Tau vehicles safe and sound. They could just keep these buildings at low health as long as they want. Shouldn't really start building up another mechanized command on this side, really. There we go. Tau over here, what are you doing? I haven't seen you do something for a while. Oh, you're going to build up your hammerhead gunships as well. That's fine. That's fair enough. Riftlord's not achieving a great deal at the moment. Seems to be a standstill, really, on this side. They know another Baneblade is coming. And they want to be ready for it.
The Emperor's creed in hand.
At the moment, if we're looking at the economies, 99 and 91, 117 and 97, and 149 and 74, compared to 78 and 75, 98 and 77, and 72 and 37. Also, the Tau lost their Imperial somehow. The economy's here. There's not much of a financial good thing going on the southern side at the moment. No one's really seemed to be upgrading. Oh, that's a lie, really. Everyone is upgrading listing posts. But of course, they haven't gone for their escalation of war researches. That might be the case. Lehman Russ is double teaming one of their own kin. They also have the Skyray missile gunships, which a fair bit of damage against vehicles as well with their missiles. Here comes the hammerheads of Garthik. And it's a tank battle if ever I've seen one. Keep your infantry at home, more or less. Those hammerheads pounding quite a punch on the right hand side. Seer Council sprinting down the centre. Riftlord's going to the Baneblade side. It seems a lot of attention being brought towards Dradic's end. Nox now got a Baneblade of his own to contend with. Getting replacement hammerheads. Super expensive though. Really can't lose those guys. Oh, we've got triple Christ battlesuits wandering on in. They've got the flamers. The closer they are, the more damage they do. So they want to get up close and personal. Missile gunships moving towards them. A big smite takes out one Crisis battlesuit. Over in the fog of war, the Northern Baneblade. Look for a target. Markalite on Nox Baneblade. Doesn't want to be standing there for much longer, really. Oh, and a conga line of Harbinger drones. Penitent Denji trying to do something, but that's a lot of Harbinger drones. And they're looking to do whatever economic damage that they can at the moment. This guy's kind of locked into position by the Baneblade. That scene of Walking with Dinosaurs. And that big dog dinosaur get eaten by a load of Coelophysis. It's a very obscure reference, I know, but good lord, there's only so much that one thing can do. There's so many little ones. And here comes even more. This is now hemmed in on their own side. Nox Baneblade is still relatively healthy there. No one side wishes to push on too far forward. We are not seeing the big chicken from the Tau. These Harbinger drones as well. You'd think they'd go down pretty quickly, but they're actually taking a fair licking for something of their size. Constantly bringing them out. Baneblade says no thank you to this. He wants them gone to allow these sisters to come out and play a bit more. Dradic's Baneblade's got a bit of help. Yeah, really, everyone's locked into position. No one can really get outside their base at the moment. It's gonna take someone losing a key piece of their unit composition. A couple of Lehman Russes, Hammerhead gunship here or there, something that can give their opponents the overall edge. Well, I suppose the overall edge being an avatar of Kane to walk down. Baneblade is being shot by 1,000,001 different things. It falls back. Here comes the big push from the southern side. They're all going for him. As many guns as possible towards the hull of the Baneblade itself. The Hammerheads break it down. Can they smash it open? They've managed to do it. Avatar comes for a flanking shock attack. One Lehman Russ is down. Ogrins move on towards the enemy. A couple of warp spiders ready to see what they can do on the flanking sides. If the hex grenades, I assume we've got them. Oh, but even Nox Baneblade goes down as well. It's a quick succession. Power stealth suit teams on fire prisms and such. They're all dead, but it's not the end of the road. Oh, the sister's running towards the biggest bloof we've ever done and seen. Managed to avoid it though. No, they run straight into it. It's not what you want. Confessor goes down. Dodge, run away just a little bit. Oh no. Rifflord's occupying the centre. Penitent engines broken by the bright lances. The Avatar striking everything every which way. Got loads of shocks coming from these Psychers there. They're doing barely any damage to that Avatar. And the Imperial Guard say no more. And what an absolutely nail-biter of a game all the way through that. No one was able to budge, and it looks like when that final push happened from south to north, that Baneblade went down. Looked like it was over, but the Eldar having that Avatar Kane to back things up. And in quick succession, being able to bring down the southern Baneblade just to even the odds really made the difference. But I could barely fault anyone from what they were doing. The unit compositions, absolute chef's kiss all the way through. A map like this needs artillery. I can see why there wasn't much in the way of infantry going on. I mean, I suppose Christ battlesuits, they are technically infantry, and we did see, you know, the warp spiders and such. But mostly that was a tank. That was a battle of tanks. I do like it. Anyway, there we go. So cheers, boys and girls, for watching at home. And if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week. And there is also Discord, where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. As for Mr. Landshark, pleasure's always never short. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace.